Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to Breakfast Spelunky for the. I always have to look at the date. What is wrong with me? 4th of September. Hey Tripmo, is it rude to second screen the stream while streaming my own daily? No! You should 10th screen this screen if you can pull it off. I wish I still had the bandwidth. Tobias Trip, if you can wait until Andy is done, he can raid you. I wish. I have so many more meetings today. Ugh. I don't know. Don't get a job. Get a job. Life's weird. I have a tendency to say yes to too many things that are fun or that sound like they're a good idea, and then I suddenly realize I'm horrendously bad at time management. Really bad. If my audio is coming in too hot, please let me know. I'm trying. I just updated OBS. It actually looks a lot slicker. No idea if something goes wrong. If something's borked. Whoops. Sorry. If something's borked, just let me know. I've been trying to buy a Shure SM7B for a couple of months now, and it's just sold out everywhere. Like, COVID is so weird when it comes to home equipment. And, like, webcams are a hot commodity now. Switcher 9211. Hey, I finally did my first Iron Man run last week. Such an amazing feeling. Oh yeah, it is. It is. I will recap the story again. I was at GDC in Shanghai with Steve Swink, author of Game Feel, and he gave a talk on how he ran out of the house and ran circles around the house when he was living in Arizona when he first Iron Man'd, I think, the original Spelunky Classic. So yeah, it feels great. MTG Fetch, tendency to say yes to too many things. Why Andy, are you an academic by any chance? Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. It's like, we don't have built-in time management. It's not like I have a million deadlines, but they're always kind of vague. Tobias says people often raid others when they're done streaming but still have people watching. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's okay. That's me not knowing exactly what raiding is, honestly. Brocrane says sounding good. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Let's see. Before I get started, couple of things. I did beat the PSN daily today. It was a nail biter. Like, I went down to... Normally, Ix always makes fun of me. I go down to 1 health in the mines, and then I sort of kind of come back. This time I went down to 1 health, I think, in 5-1. And then I found no pugs. I only found, like, the evil version. And I made it through on 1 health through all of hell. But I was, like, being super hyper cautious and bombing my way through. And also, I should totally silence my notifications when I'm doing this. And it was amazing. So I may be able to pull off the daily double today, which I think I've done once in the history of this show. Of course, then the idea is to do the daily double triple, which means 3 Fridays in a row I have to do the daily double. I'm not going to have enough time between now and Spelunky 2's release. But the weird thing is I've been playing almost no Spelunky 2. Because here's a weird thing about me. Or I don't know. I don't know if it's weird. I kind of want to play it with the community. I have very little interest in playing it with my little miniature community of people who currently have access. That is very different for some of those people. It's not doing it for me. I also don't like playing games 8 hours a day, like the same game. It's not my MO. It took me years to beat Olmec the first try, but I only played the daily. Most of you who watch this regularly know it. So, and then the other thing is... I'm trying to get better at this. It's Bandcamp Friday. I have an EP out. It's neon.bandcamp.com if you haven't checked it out. It's synth stuff, so if you're not into that, don't go. But also, in general, it's Bandcamp Friday. It's a good day to support creators if you want to buy stuff directly from them. I am not affiliated with Bandcamp. I just like music. I have been going down a pretty deep rabbit hole of vinyl lately. Like, I just pre-ordered the... red and blue colored vinyl of the upcoming re-release of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack and a million other vinyls. And again, if you get them on Bandcamp, you usually give more to the creator. Also, Bandcamp usually has the cooler version. This is not at all what this show is about, so let's move on. So let's try this. Yeah, I'm gonna play with Colin. So let's see what the seed has in store for me today. Okay, let's try not to immediately get whittled down. That's one of my worst traits, that I just like play loosey-goosey, and then I immediately go down to 1 health. Has anyone in your group finished Spelunky 2 yet? I don't know. I don't know, because we have a spoiler tagged Discord, and I'm kind of avoiding it. Like, it's not... Of all of us, of all the people on the show, or even the other people who have access, I'm probably the person who cares about spoilers the least, right? Like, it's not... The kinds of secrets I'm interested in games are usually not those of the, and now I know how to do this kind. It's more of a, can I actually pull this off? And then you still explore and find stuff years later, right? That's more interesting to me as a secret. I'm less inclined to be like, oh, but I didn't want to know that part. But now I am, right? With Spelunky 2, I kind of am, right? So I don't know if any of my... Oof, this is dangerous. Why did I do that? I didn't follow. I think maybe some of them have quote unquote finished a version, but it's very much unclear what that means to them, I feel. Speaking of Bandcamp, how's EP number 2 coming along? I'm about 2.5 tracks in. I'd say I'm like almost done recording the 3rd track. I haven't mixed or mastered anything. I'm looking into new ways to actually pay some money, because right now I've been using the mastering plugins that come with Ableton. I don't know if, because I have very little experience with this, I don't know if they're any good. They were good enough, but there are tons of ways to do this that I feel are like much better. Like spending a couple $100 and actually getting like the kinds of mastering plugins that people will literally use to make amazing albums, right? So I might spend a couple $100 to get some new stuff there. I just bought a couple of effects pedals, which has been super fun. And I'm thinking of buying another one. If you look on Discord, I just posted a picture of the guitar I ordered. Oh wait, there's the pickaxe. And I'm at 3 ropes. Do I rope my way back up and then drop down into that hole? I think I do, right? Glue, this is the wrong... Yeah. Oh, it could be good. It could be good, but right now... Okay, so this is an interesting... Let's pause here. This is an interesting question, right? It's turned into a roguelike. I don't know right now whether it's a better idea to use 2 bombs to get over there, knowing that I'll get the Matic, right? I still think I'm at 3 bombs and 3 ropes, right? So the question is, do I rope my way back up to go over? I think there wasn't a direct path, and I might have to bomb my way once or twice anyway. So I'm almost inclined. So here's, I have to remember now, what did it look like up there? I'm inclined to not do that, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bomb my way right here, and then say, oh cool, I'm going to have the Matic, so I'm going to save a lot on bombs, right? That normally I need to use. But also, I'm going to go down to amateur hour. Man, that's brutal. So I'm going down to 0 bombs, right? Ugh. And there are no bombs in the shop. Lovely. And I have to rope my way back out of this too. Yeah, this isn't... Is this the run though? I don't know. This doesn't feel like the run right now. I mean, being at 0 bombs in 1-2. Yes, I have the Matic. Yeah, that's great. I'm going to have a lot of other cool stuff in a second, because I am going to get... So this is another good one, right? This is another good one. So I tend to not take the cape this early on, because I'd prefer to have gloves. And now I already can't take the cape, right? So instead I take the boots and the mitt. Is it the rung? Who knows? Of course, the jumpy boots always take me out of my game to some extent, right? They're always like a little bit weird. Let's see what this run has in store for me. So again, what the actual hell, Spelunky? Like I'm at 3 health. I'm definitely not buying what you have to sell there. Supposedly there's a way to get the pug away from the shopkeeper, like without buying kisses. Maybe you can just straight up buy the pug if you need it to sacrifice on the altar. I've never looked up how to do that. Don't think I have. No, I only lost 1 HP. I don't think I've gotten any pugs yet for life. Well, there's the chest, and there's the key. So that's good. Obviously, I have to dig my way into that little place over there because I need to know for sure what... Oh god, wow. That was close. That would have been down to 1, right? So I was not paying attention. Wow. So instead of giving me bombs, it literally gives me the worst item in the game. Okay, there's another crate down there that I can get to. Now, here's what I have to do, right? I have to use the Matic to get down there because I do not want to trigger... I only want to trigger the big spider when I go into the exit. I have no desire to deal with that spider because I don't have bombs. Yep, cool, cool, I love it. Definitely had a rope shortage there. Definitely needed more ropes. Okay, so I guess I get some more money over here before I do that, because why not? Right, I think now I just run underneath the spider and get through the exit. I don't think there's any point in doing anything else. Whoa, 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 careful. So it's not that easy, right? Because the exit is 1 block of... Whoa, okay, I went down to 1 anyway, cool. So what just happened is I pressed LB instead of RB because that's what the buttons map to on PS4. Cool. Oh, here, a lot of stuff going on in the chat. You can buy the pug if you pick it up and then press buy. Oh, I didn't know that. That's nice. Yes, it's just a bit of a do. Pitcher's mitt is useful for throwing things with accuracy. Oh yeah, the pitcher's mitt is undervalued by a lot of people. You can just stick things much easier with sticky bombs. Yeah, which Tripmo immediately pointed out. It's amazing for bombs with glue. So you could throw the golden idol in normal distances so really short. Yeah, it's a thing that I learned from actually listening to Derek talk about it, right? He's like, oh, I can't believe how many people undervalue how strong the pitcher's mitt is if you know what you're doing with it. So this isn't great, right? This isn't great. This is gonna start becoming a game of inches, right? Where I'm just like desperately trying to not die. Wait, did I not take the... Wait, where's the Matic? It's over here, right? Okay, I was like, wait a second. I know I have the Matic. So, is there any value to me trying to go down? I mean, the only reason why I do that... Wait, there's also a shop over there, or is that not a shop? Let's throw this dude in this hole to trigger that so I don't accidentally get hit by that. No, that's not a shop, that's just a light. I hear the pug. I can't properly locate where the pug is though. I think the pug may be down the well. So let's go down. I think I'm gonna go down here. Oh yeah, there's the pug. There's another crate. It's gonna be, let me guess. It's gonna, uh-oh. What just happened? Nope, not in the, yes. Thank you. Thank you, game. Sorry, pug. I hope that dart trap already got triggered. It did. Well, this isn't super cool. Well, this is not that bad. Okay. Again, let's not be too careless here at 1 health. Like, I actually need to kill those and not accidentally die to them. This is starting to look a little bit like, oh, why would you do that so backward? Well, it's because I'm trying not to die before I get that health. Also means ideally not dying to a spider on the ceiling or to a bat coming flying at me. So let's get you out of here. then I'm going to refresh my Matic, I think. Of course, we all know that it has a random lifespan, so it's not really that important. Let's get out of here. 1 HP in dark levels is always a hoot. Yeah, it didn't feel great, honestly. So what you play after Spelunky today? I don't know. I hope nothing. Let's pray a little bit. Especially used for sticking shopkeepers at the end of the level when you've angered. Yes, perfect for that. And even like cleaning up the black market if you already have all that stuff there. There may not be time if it's a double daily. We'll see. You can do it. I'll try. Dark level and handled. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, no, that was a good one. That wasn't that hard. Let's not lose that 1 health we just got. Okay. So now, oh boy, you all see what I'm seeing? So I think I have to Matic my way through there, and in the process, the question, of course, then immediately becomes, well, first of all, let's do this, which you may say is a little bit risky, but I'll say, sure, you're right, but also that's fine. So the question here is, I'm at 2 health. Do I want the 3rd health? I do not. Right? I want that. I want that because I still believe that I can get the cup, the Kali cup. So I'm gonna do the following. I am going to throw a bomb there. Is that good? Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna climb up here. Oh, nope. Up. Fine. Now I have to rope my way up. Oh well, whatever. I have enough ropes, right? And now, I don't know what the exact distance is, right? But let's say it's this. Okay, it is. Good. Man, what a bad RNG, not my friend today. There we go. Right? This should work. There we go. So don't try that at home, right? It's very hard to stand like exactly 1 pixel on the side of a block and then chop that block and not the next one. It's super weird. It's kind of weird. I don't even know if that's a bug or if it's a feature. Is there not a guest lined up for the next Eggplant show? There is. It's on our Twitter. We're going to be talking about a game where you date dogs. To like fully lean into our new identity, right? Where it's not just going to be roguelikes and roguelites all the way down. But yeah, it's the current 2nd tweet because I overwrote Nick's tweet with the going online with the stream in a second. But I will retweet it later again, so it's the top tweet. Thank you, Xanagear. Oh, Spelunky PC date just announced? Oh, wow. Gotta look at this. Sorry. September 29. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really soon. Well, I mean anyone who likes the game is just gonna have it. I mean, I have it everywhere anyway. And the first one I bought, I guess this time I won't be buying it. I don't know. I'll probably buy the PC version. Sorry, this is the PS4 version. I guess I have the Steam version already, because usually those links don't change. Wow, this is, Jesus Christ, this is not a great. Well, there's a lot of bombs down there, but no cape, no jetpack. Yeah, whatever. I mean, this seems fine. Sorry, buddy, you can't be there. Okay, so now you're gonna see exactly what we were talking about just now when it comes to sticky bombs and the gloves, right? So I'm gonna do the following, right? And then I'm gonna, I know that there are a million bombs down there, so I'm just gonna do that. I mean, that even looked funny just now, right? Oh, you're coming my way? Good luck with that. So there you go. That's like a pretty easy way to do that. But now, of course, I have to figure out what the best strat is for these characters. This doesn't look healthy, right? Because there's a dog there, and the dog is a horrendously hard to overcome meat shield. So let's do that, and then that, so that I get the remaining shopkeep to come over here, hopefully. And of course not make it in there. Cool, so I have to stick him instead. That's fine. Sorry, bud. Oh wow, okay. This seems fair. I think I got them both. So yeah, sometimes your shots get absorbed by the pug, and then you just... Oops. Well, here we go again with Andy having to pick up money for no reason in the world. I don't like this. This isn't good. I don't like this a lot. Can I do this? No! Oh boy. Oh boy. That... Way too close. Way too close. Way too close. And also, it's insanely unnecessary, right? I was expecting 2021. Yeah, me too. I was actually expecting it to take a while. Anyone know if Super Mario 3D World on the Switch is coming out on December 2nd or February 12th? I think February 12th is what they announced. Hey, Ming. Andy, do you think it makes sense to play Spelunky 2 without having played Spelunky? My son just became a fan of your stream. I think so. I mean, here's the good news, Ming. If you like it, you have a whole other game to play. That is like a game that I've been playing, as you very well know from knowing me for, 11 years? You know I've been playing that game for the better part of the last 9 years, 8 years. So it's a whole other game that you can play that's in the same vein. Yeah, you don't have to play 1 to play 2. In fact, don't play 1 if you haven't played it, and just wait for 2 and play 2 because it feels a little bit different. Bomb out the shop floor. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. Or luck out and shoot, which I did. Trip mode, that was some nice shopkeeper handling. Ugh, I don't know if I'd call that nice. That lower level when I drop in, I got stupid lucky, right? Docky says, I stepped away with wireless headphones and totally thought you were going to die. Yes, me too. Because I always have to do that dumb thing at the bottom where I like drop in, right? I could have also not done that and I would have been fine. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I definitely want to see what's in there. Ropes, so many ropes. Yeah, I mean, I have to unlearn Spelunky 1, right? I'm playing Spelunky 2 as if I was playing Spelunky 1, and it's obviously not an entirely different skill set, but it is a slightly different skill set, right? Like, I'm taking things for granted that I shouldn't be taking for granted because they have slightly different behaviors. So if you have no preconceptions of what I'm talking about right now, then I think it's probably better, and you might experience the same thing if you do it the inverse, right? So if you go back to, yeah, this isn't great. Ugh, sorry, buddy. Let's do this. I should have done that right away. That was terrible. You might experience the inverse problem when you go back to Spelunky 1 after being like very good at Spelunky 2, right? Why am I not just going this way? Oh, here. Let's drop that. Kill that. Throw that. Shoot the shopkeeper away. Goodbye. Docky says Andy thriving in the needlessly reckless situations he makes is always a delight. Yeah, because it's like the reckless situations often come from the fact that this still feels almost like playing a game where you're co-op playing with yourself. Like, I kind of have to step out of myself to narrate it, but then I'm not really in it, if that makes any sense. So then I just do random stuff occasionally where I'm heavily relying on that out-of-body experience muscle memory person to take care of. That I'm like, whoa, you did that. I'm like, no, it worked well, didn't it? Switcher says, I always get annihilated on the rushing water levels just because one piranha hits me and then I can't escape. Yeah, I've gotten dinged down to death by piranhas. Spelunky Classic has that problem too. Yep. Bro Crane, I look forward to Spelunky Classic HD2 Relay at a future GDQ. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to so many things about what's going to happen once Spelunky 2 is out in the wild. Because, you know, when Spelunky 2 was announced, there was a non-zero amount of people, including myself, who were like, did this game need a sequel? Right? And there's always a slight concern that the thing that you love is not going to live up to what your expectations of that should be. Okay, here's the point where I'm going to not be stupid. I have 26 bombs. Whoa, chugging. Weird. Do not know why I'm getting a lot of chugging right now, but let's not worry about that until I get out of this level. Maybe if I pause it for a second. Does the mistake? Mr. Hyde does the mistakes, and Dr. Jekyll picks up the needless gold. Exactly. So I make the logic mistakes, telling my other self to do it, and my other self is like, money, 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 money. It's pretty funny. Tripmo. I'm going well out of my way, not even touching the water for the same reason. Yeah. Dr. Jekyll fixes the mistakes. I don't know if anyone's fixing anything here. Oh boy, it's still chugging. It's still weirdly lagging. I don't know why that's happening. I feel like going out of a level sometimes solves that. Okay, here's a situation where this is needed. And then this is needed. Whoa, interesting. Didn't think that was just gonna explode. Okay, I have 2 health, which normally I'd be like, I'm not gonna bomb that out, but in this case, I think this makes a lot of sense. Right. Okay. Are there many classic games that have a subpar sequel? Classic games that have a subpar sequel. I don't know about the, what was the NES with the there was that NES game that I think I never played with the grappling hook, and then it had like a 3D sequel that, sorry, I think people did like, but I did not. That said, I also didn't like the original, so I guess that doesn't really count. Uh-oh. Is this thing I should be worried about? Guess? Oof. Oh boy! Oh boy, that was holy. Okay, you're definitely not gonna hit me. Sorry, bud. Okay, let's not. What am I doing here? Is there a way for me to get into there without murdering? Not really. This isn't great. Let's do this not terrible. Let's do it like this. Let's do this. Oh boy. That's not really what I was going for, but sure, fine, I guess. That's fine. Okay. Right, because you can see what I'm trying. Again, this is the surgical extraction version. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, man. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. Super Mario 2, arguably. Yeah, if you play... Someone brought this up on our Discord earlier. I think it was Cody Bear. And was like, I'm playing the Super Mario All-Stars. And Super Mario All-Stars on SNES had the Lost Levels, which is the original Super Mario 2 from Japan, which is just a harder version of Super Mario Brothers. It's now on Switch on the Classic Store for, subscribers. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see. Do you mean old? Okay. MTG Fetch now is Heroes of Might and Magic 3 a classic game? I don't know. Pretty sure the game is sequel. Might Fetch Pachana is sequel to... Oh my god, that was closer than it had to be. It was definitely closer than it had to be. Super Mario 2 JP is awful. Is it, Doc, you mean like the Lost Levels? Is that Super Mario 2? It's just very hard, right? It's very hard, which if you're into that, you know. But yeah, it had like Lost Levels is Mario 2 JP. Yeah, I thought so. I liked it back in the day, like in '93, but I was also 23 in '93, so I might not like it anymore. I remember it having really weird wind levels that were stupid. So I don't know. I might have a different. I also keep in mind that was a like pre-Game Scholar me. Like I don't know if I even know what I was talking about. If I say something like I liked it a lot, I haven't seen it in a million years. Okay. Where's my friend, the Big Yeti? Oh, nope. Not interested in that. Anodyne is a great indie sequel. As I have heard from, I think the biggest proponent of that game, whose name I'm blanking on right now, but yeah, there were a couple people who spoke extremely highly of that game in a way where I was like, oh, maybe I should try it out. I'd never played Anodyne 1, which I guess is like a different era of trying to be something that looks like an older game. Whoop! Let's be careful here. Uh-oh. Come on up. Oh boy, that's not, you know, that's not really where I wanted you to go to, Shopkeep. So I would have loved nothing more now than to put all those shopkeepers and everyone else on the altar. But also I'm at, oh no, don't do that. Wait, where'd Shopkeeper go to? What the hell just happened? Oh, there's a... Interesting. So I don't think the shopkeeper can come out of there, so let's just start getting... I mean, eventually I'm going to have to worry about this. I don't think I need to kill the shopkeeper and get the pug. I think there are enough Yetis here that might actually yield me the cup. Let's see. Three, four. There's 5. Come on. I think 5 Yetis should be the equivalent. 4 Yetis are the equivalent. There we go. That was another thing Ix would have just been able to answer. And I had to, of course, experiment. Oh, there's a... As everyone sees what's going on here. I'll tell about it as I go. Oh, Lost Levels was brutal. Lost Levels, oh yeah. Just beat the original Super Mario Brothers on All-Stars today, but World 8 was way too difficult without using save states. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to try. I definitely use save states. Wait, were there save states on... I guess not. Maybe not on the cart. Because I did beat the games on the Super Mario All-Stars cartridge in '93. I was sick for like 3 weeks. I had a fever and a flu and all that stuff, and I was just like doing nothing else. I'd never played the games because the NES, I think I've mentioned this before, was not popular in my spheres in Germany in the 80s. It just wasn't. So my first introduction to anything Nintendo was the Super Nintendo. Docky says indie game sequels, those are curious thing, not many exist. yeah, Sin not, yeah, there's a whole story around that. Anodyne 2 is a great indie sequel, very different game though. Doki Doki Panic was a lot of fun, although not much of a Mario game. Yeah, I didn't get into it. So that's the game that I don't think I finished that on Super Mario All-Stars. Nice one. You don't need to play Anodyne 1 to play 2, but there's some references. Cool. I mean, I have them. I definitely have them both. They've been on my long list of games. Zelda 2 has its fans. Shopkeeper safely contained. So that's what I wanted to say, right? So look at this nonsense, right? What is that? Like you make a shop and then you close it up? You'd think that there would be like a predicate somewhere in the code that's like removes a block if that happens. But oh well. What a great game. And I mean this in all seriousness, right? It doesn't have to capture every single instance of what might go wrong. Okay, so we're in 3-3. So this is again one of these things where, you know, I could step right onto that platform, but also I could try to find the pug, which I will. So let's see if I can find the pug. Not here. Oh, there's the pug. Cool. Oh, no! Didn't want to do that. I want to jeopardize being able to get that 1 extra health. Right? Okay, can I get up there? I think I can. Yep, I can. Cool. Xanagir. I think it's probably intentional, to be honest. He probably decided not to write the code in that way to create instances of people accidentally blowing their way into the shop and angering the shopkeeper. Could be. So the thing you need to know, though, about Derek is that the number of things you may attribute to intent on his end very rarely had any conscious manifestation, right? And here's my corollary to this, right? My corollary to this is whenever, and not we didn't do this, right? But like whenever someone interviews Richard Garfield on how he uses the fact that he is a math professor, right? That he was a math professor before he made Magic the Gathering, right? And so people are like, oh, you're a math professor. You clearly, you know what you're doing, and you can use your amazing math skills to be amazing at game design, right? And he was like, he's like, you'd be, whoop, that wasn't good. He's like, you'd be surprised how little of anything I design has any like formal rooting in the fact that I am a math professor, right? Ugh. Come on, man. Let's get out of there. Thank you. A lot of game design is based on intuition. I think many things in game design are based on intuition. And then fixing your intuition later, maybe through some more in-depth analysis and playtesting. Maybe. But even that part, you can like sometimes intuit your way through, right? And I say this as a person who's tried to do it the other way around and even tried to do that in research. It's a cool academic study, and it's fun to do, and it's cool to do for like small stuff, but in my experience it does not scale and it does not generalize, which is a good thing. It means that games are art and not engineered products. Oh boy. Yeah, let's not be stupid here. Again, I'm at 21 bombs. I think I need to double bomb this. I'm pretty sure I need to double bomb this. Yep. 4-1 and still no. Oh boy. Well, let's do this. Oh my god. Oh my dear lord. Okay, does everyone see that in the upper left corner? So I have to, this is of all the surgical removals, this is the most surgical ever. There are five blocks up there, right? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 right. If they crush the staff, this is game over, right? So I have 18 bombs and a pug. So let's do this step by step, right? And potentially use a lot of bombs, but I cannot trigger a single one of those, right? If I trigger a single one of those, I die, or the crush, or the staff dies, in which case, whoa, what the hell was that? In which case, it is for sure game over, right? Well, if I die, obviously, and now I have to be, oh boy. 11. Man, this is getting funnier every second. Let's get out of the way so this thing doesn't fly in my face. Well, I'm going down really low on the bombs here. But it worked, right? So that's a way where I had to... Like, that's probably a speedrunner's nightmare, that spot. That had to been picked up testing, though, right? I don't know. Does Osmos have much PhD research applied to it? Well. I mean, I had just finished my PhD thesis, and Eddie has a master's degree in computer science in a topic that I would honestly say, and I've told him many times, if he had taken that 2 years further, it would have just been a PhD in like weird implicit explicit cloth simulation, right? That was like numerical computation and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So keep in mind we made the game, and of course it's a physics simulator. So there's some stuff in there. And yes, we use various time integrators that we didn't invent, right? They're like symplectic time integrators that are just more stable and do a good correction for errors. We didn't invent that. So yes, there is. So the simple answer is yes. There is some PhD research in Osmos. Zonagir, I have to imagine you just skipped fixing it for whatever reason if it's not for pure intent. Yeah, probably. Also, it happens like 1 in 100,000 times, right? Okay. If they crush staff Olmec time, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been Olmec time. I probably would have just quit. I was expecting lava below. That was fine. Bombing some. Thanks. Totally worth the bombs. Yeah, it was, but also, man, I don't know. Yeah, I would have definitely regretted any other outcome. I'm assuming you mean the level. Docky, yeah. So that was fine, right? And I still have. The thing is, if I make it to hell, then so what, right? A hell run without the amulet isn't the end of the world, I think. It's less good, and I have to retrain my brain to not think that fire dudes are on my side. Okay, I'm in 4-2. I have the staff. Let's recalibrate what the... I already forgot which of me is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I guess is Dr. Jekyll playing the game? Probably, right? Mr. Hyde's the like backseat driver strategy person, I assume. Okay, so that triggered. I only have 8 bombs left, but also going down there without a cape, and I'm starting to chug, is not good. So, oh man, let's go over here just to make sure that I'm not missing. No, it's not there. Man, what's going on with this performance? I don't have that many things running right now, honestly. Why am I doing this? Well, because I have a million ropes. Oh, that already triggered, right? I knew that. Well, I'm looking for the door. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, in light of there, again, being 2 gazillion crush blocks there, I have to bomb my way down here. Because otherwise I'm just going to die to them. Right. Also, here's the situation, right? Do I think... Yes, I do. I was like, do I have the energy to pick up... I do. That, right? There. That makes sense. Okay. Docky says roguelike rule, if you die with items you didn't use, you messed up. Yeah. I hear Spelunky requires a 3070 to run well. Or 3090. I have a 2080 and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to upgrade, right? I think that my version of Cyberpunk is going to look just fine, right? Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to play it. I used to have a very soft spot for anything Cyberpunk style. Did that trigger? I don't think it did. I guess it did. Okay, so those both triggered. I think the top one didn't trigger yet. So let's not go in harm's way of the top one. I don't like this right now. I don't like how low. Ooh, that's not great either. I'm gonna have to bomb my way through that too, so let's just do that. I'm gonna make sure that thing also hadn't triggered yet. Let's not trigger that just yet. Oh, Shopkeeper's dead. Shopkeeper's dead, but that's an obstacle course that I might not want to take. Oh, and there's a crush block down there. Yeah, we're not doing this. So, man, it's rough, right? This is going to be really rough. Because I can't reliably do this, I think. Right? Like, what's a good strat here? Do I drop down there and try to trigger? No, the crush block's going to kill me for sure. So I have to do this. I'm going to probably rope my way down and use 2 more. Whoa, sorry. I should probably turn off that notification, shouldn't I? Right, because this is not triggering it, as we can easily see. So I do that. And then I still get the... Well, that's not going to happen, right? This is not great. Let's do this. Let's see if I can kill this dude. I can. But now I can't. Well, let's do this. Alright. We hope that that's bombs. That'd be nice. It's not. Zero bombo. Zero bombo. This might mean that Olmec's the end of the road, right? Because I mean, I have to be able to get down. I have to bomb my way down. So if I can't get on top of Olmec, and because I have a lot of ropes, right? So if there are no bombs at the top, which happens, then I don't know what to do. Good luck. Critters are very useful at treating arrows. That's true. So let's first do this to make sure that we're not trapped over here. Okay, so now, nope. I have 21 bombs, right? So I don't have to worry about mobility up here, probably. More ropes. Because that's what I needed. More ropes. And more. Oh! Oh! Ooh, almost messed up that jump. Okay, so I need to keep going here in the hopes that. Okay, 3 bombs. 6 bombs. Good. Come on. Nope. Come on. I need more bombs. I definitely would like more than 6 bombs. Like 6 bombs is enough. Is there... There you go, Olmec. 6 bombs is enough, I'm gonna say, but it's not. It's definitely nothing to be overly happy about. Man. Well, thank God there's at least 6. So now I need to lure Olmec away from here. So let's just get on Olmec's head right here and get him over here. I think 6 bombs is enough if I double bomb. I'm pretty sure it's enough. It's not good. Oh boy. Is that a plane? I think it may have been a plane. Yeah, I think it may have been a plane. I was like wondering whether it's a helicopter. I think it was actually a plane. Oh, and there's also a slight cavity down there, so maybe if I do this... Okay. So now it's going to be... Well, I always wonder about this situation, right? So anyway, first of all, there's no ghost coming at 2:30, right? That's not how that works in this level. So I sometimes wonder whether this is 2 bombs or 3. I think it's 2. I think it's only 3 if I'm bad at this. Yep, exactly. Because I can do that, right? So that way it's 2 bombs. Yeah, perfect. Because 3 would have been terrible, right? I would have had to do something, some other Olmec shenanigans, which I probably would have died to. But I'm back at 0. Okay. That. Okay. 6 is rough, says Broquain. Yep, how do you know where the exit is from high up? It doesn't matter where you are vertically, right? As long as you're over it, you'll see the Book of the Dead will show you where the exit is. Right, you guys already answered that, of course. I'd watch a sitcom called Olmec Shenanigans. How do you find the exit? Oh, there we go. You got it. That's one of the reasons you need the Book of the Dead. So, but here's the thing. I'm now at 0 bombs. So the normal strat here, for me at least, is to go over here and get stuff, right? There's also a crate up there. Can't do any of that. Can't do any of that without having a few bombs. And even if I only had 3 or 4, I probably wouldn't do anything. So there's a little... I hate the spiky head dude, so I have to like sort of do that and then that. Not a problem. Let's get rid of that. Jump up here. So again, the thing now though is I can't assume that fire is not going to kill me. With that amulet, you're invulnerable to fire, which is amazing. Like, you can swim in lava. See, so here now we have a situation. I have no bombs. Ugh. And if I rope my way down here, I think... Oh, boy. Man, I don't like this at all. Can I do this without dying? Because I'm not sure I can. See, I don't know how to do this properly now. Do I do it over here and then jump? Yep, that's what I do. Oh, boy. Okay. Another rope. Yeah, Tobias, I don't know. How would I throw... Can I throw... If I throw a rope from a rope, I think I can only throw a rope up. Right? Whew. Why bomb the two edges for Olmec? It breaks on those... They break those and fall down. Yeah, Jaker McGee, for sure, but I'm bad at that, right? You have to, like, skirt Olmec by, like, 1 pixel, and yeah, I always die to that. I've never practiced that skill. Right? So, again, not great what's going on here. That was pure... I think Tobias is here, right? Augen zu und durch is what that was just now. Close your eyes and go through it, as we say in German. Right? There was no other thing I could do. And I still have 0 bombs. This is terrible. So now I have to squeeze my way through that, which is a nightmare. I just did it, but it's a nightmare. I have to do this. I have to do this. Oof. Okay. Another rope, nice. Super Meat Boy. Yeah. Olmec is the least favorite bit of Spelunky, to be honest. I don't like bosses in a roguelike. Buckle down, hunker down. Yep, that's what it means. Bite your teeth together. Whip down past the Tiki Trap, but keeping the shotgun was imperative. Whip down past the Tiki Trap. Interesting. I don't know what that means, Xanagir. Whip down past the Tiki... whipping prevents grabbing. Interesting. See, I was grabbing I was deliberately trying to hang down the left ledge. Which, again, you can get stuck there, but if you know the grabbing is going to happen... This has bad shit written all over it. Oh boy! Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Not game over yet. So, this is bad. Right? This is not a good sitch. As we'd say. Oh boy! I'm also not paying attention. Man. So I can't go through there. Right? Because if I do, so I have to drop down into that. Like so. Right? Okay, Shopkeep is dead. If I don't get hit by that spike, which I will if I stand there, so I have to do this, and this, and this. Okay. Nice job not accidentally grabbing the edges in that tight section. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to take the rest of the... Oh, I skipped the cape. Yeah, that wasn't smart, right? Should have taken the cape. I'm gonna have to, irrespective of how this turns out, I'm gonna have to take the rest of the day off. I wanna, like, just for my health. This is slightly my first run today was already nuts, right? So doing this again. Oh boy, please no. Oh, and of course, sure, man, sure. Thank you so much for putting a spike block right there. So I should be safe here, I think. So let's see if I can do this. Okay. I have 24 bombs, but I'm still gonna just try. So there's enough spray usually on the shotgun that I can keep Yama over there. Right? Not always, sometimes. See, there we go. So now I have to figure out how to do this. So let's go here, here. Oh boy! Okay, so that's... Yes! Okay, so those kinds of wins happen once in never. Once in never is what I'm going to say. That is a once in never run. At this point, I've sweat 3 bottles of liquid out of my hands on 2 daily runs today. So that's welcome to the second ever daily double. I think I'm saying it right because I know the double daily is a Jeopardy thing. Or the double daily. Oh, I'm messing it up again. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was one of the hardest runs I've ever made, right? That was one of the hardest runs I've ever made. So if you haven't done the PSN, that was also the hardest, by far the hardest daily double, whatever we call it. Because they were both stupid. I mean, maybe I was bad at one of them or both of them, I don't know, but this one seemed pretty brutal, right? In terms of like my resources. This was a really, like, I had 0 bombs up to Yama, where of course you get 2 12-packs. Sorry, I'm burping up coffee. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So much for what will you play after you die today. So I beat the daily twice today. That already feels great, but doing it like this, right? It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. I rarely say that. I think the last time I may have said this was... I've said this very rarely in my life. I think the first time I remember saying it was when I was going down Endless Powder on Blackcomb Mountain north of Vancouver. That's when I first realized that there are moments that you can't possibly improve on. And then, of course, when I got together with my now wife, I felt the same way. And then when we got married and when we had our first child, those are all moments like that. But in terms of not the big moments in life, this is as good as it gets, right? It does not get better than this. This is fantastic. Like, I am so pumped right now. I'm so pumped. Now I feel like I have to go play Spelunky too. But again, I would rather play it with the community. So, generating things. I'm taking a little bit of back. So, I'm now reminded of what it felt like to beat Yama the first time. Because I remember that I'd never seen this scene before, right? So I remember taking a screenshot of this scene with tears running down my face, which is kind of happening right now again. I'm easily overwhelmed, so this is pretty natural for me. But yeah, it feels great. It feels great. Oh boy. Thanks, Dad. I inherited this from my father. This is 100% a male kneeling trait. So what's going on in the chat? Okay. Congrats. A lot of congrats. Thanks, everyone. That's really great. Docky says, I like to think that my chat you in the Discord motivated you to win. Right, because I was worried. Here's why, Docky. I was worried because I was like, which Mr. Driller did he mean? I don't remember. And here I am, like, wildly Wikipediaing Mr. Driller. And I'm like, I don't know which one he means. Does he mean the latest one on Steam? Poor man's run. Yup. Crush blocks around the staff was pretty bad. Yeah, lots of near deaths. Objective facts. Andy is high. I'm definitely high. I feel like there's a German idiom about getting under the door at the last moment, but I forget it. You were so high, walked by 2 capes. I did. Thanks, Ming. Allergic to capes. Yeah, I don't like the cape a whole lot. I'm a big jetpack fan. Gotta run. Have a great rest of Friday, y'all. Thanks, Bro Quaint. That was cool. Thanks for hanging out. Can't wait to do this in Spelunky 2, but unspoiled. Yeah, same here. Now my son wants to play Spelunky as well. It's a great game. It's a great game. Scroll up to see all the cape moments in chat. Okay, sorry everyone, I missed the capes. But yeah, Docky, which one was it? Was it like the Mr. Driller that looks like a that looks like a block puzzle game on Steam for $30? If that's the one, I'll get it and I'll have it at the ready next time. But I'm so sorry, I literally forgot again which one you meant, or if it was one that I can just grab somewhere. I'll gladly pay money for it. Don't worry about it. Xanagear not picking up a cape because you like jetpacks is the equivalent of starving because you can't eat caviar. I'm a little bit of a snob. I have not had coffee before because I couldn't make it the way I wanted it. It has two... Oh, Mr. Drill Land on Steam. Yeah, it has 2 modes that are Spelunky-ish. Cool. I'll get it. It looks great. Like, I'm very much into the art style. It looks very Jet Set... Like, not quite Jet Set Radio. I think there's another game where they have, like, the Jet Set Radio style characters. Like, what's that show on probably on Comedy Central or somewhere? Or on Cartoon Network, with all the like hype girls that have cool outfits and big eyes. I forget what that is. That's kind of what the characters look like. I guess they might be from that show, right? That's how, again, where I'm like, I know everything about Ghibli, but not everything about animation, clearly. So yeah, let's watch the trailer. But in closing, I'm gonna say a couple of things again. So first off, and I'll start this time with the actual thing I'd like people to do. If you're into music, it's Bandcamp Friday. Bandcamp Friday is a great opportunity. I've only recently gotten more serious about Bandcamp because I do use it as my own distribution platform. But that's not the point, right? The point is, it's a cool place. Bandcamp is a stupidly cool place. And I have used Spotify. I still have an Apple Music account because I do like to... There's some stuff that I just want to like listen to a song or like say to my Echo Dot, like, Alexa, play blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to like things I actually like, I just get them all on Bandcamp, often on vinyl. But also, yeah, I have my own stuff up there that I'm working on the second EP for. Next week we have Docky just pasted a YouTube link. Sweet, I'll look at that in a second. Thanks a lot. What do I say? We have our next guest is announced. We're going to be playing. Wow, I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I'm super high. We're going to be playing Best Friend Forever, which, as far as I can tell, I have not played it yet, but it is a game where you date dogs. I'm a big fan of dogs. I haven't had a dog myself ever in my adult life because my job's always required a lot of moving. But I've always done living it vicariously through giving my parents dogs because they always wanted dogs, and so I really love dogs. So we're going to be dating dogs. That's next week. So this week there's no show. We have a whole lineup for the next 4 or 5 shows already, which all of them I'm stupidly excited about. Like, I wish I could say something about what the one after that is, but be surprised, right? It's not a roguelike. That's all I can say. Switcher says I'm off now. Thanks for the amazing daily double. Thanks a lot for joining, Switcher. That was super fun. Docky says you befriend dogs and potentially date their owners. Got it. Okay. I just saw the art style and I was into the art style. So I'm I don't even know what the game is, honestly. So I'm like, we'll see, right? That's kind of a state that I enjoy being in these days. Like, I remember when there was like the newest thing of a genre I loved a lot. I was very excited for that. I'm still excited for that, sort of, kind of, but a lot less, right? Not Spelunky 2 is an outlier, is a different story altogether. But like, if I'm like, what's this? This looks cool, and I play it, and I'm like, this is entirely not what I was expecting, right? Which kind of is what happened for me when I started playing Death Stranding earlier this year, which is still to this moment my game of the year. What does Giant Bomb call it? My 2019 game of the year in 2020, right? Because it didn't come out in 2020. Tobias says Spelunky is already a dog dating sim. Definitely, right? And I think in Spelunky 2, again, without spoiling it, right? You said you can switch between a dog and a cat. That's it. The 2020 is game of 2019. Yeah, that's what. Spelunky. That's what. And you know what? The thing is, when we do our end of the year list, we're not super strict about that because it's who cares? We're not press, right? It's basically we say this is the game I played the most this year. It could be like a 15-year-old or 25-year-old game. But most of the time we try to stick to something more up to date. But that doesn't matter, right? As it shouldn't, in my opinion. Matron Boy says universal paper clips for every year. That's funny. Interesting. Why is this going black and then not moving on to the title screen? Huh. That's so weird. Is that a bug? That's not what... Oh, there we go. Interesting. Brett, Joe Fro, and Jake McGee. I definitely saw Jake McGee earlier in the chat. See, these are the moments... There we go, Jaker McGee. These are the moments where my watch every now and then tells me like, okay, now is the moment you should just take 5 deep breaths. This is a moment where it should actually do that based on like measuring my adrenaline levels or something like that. Boy, 26, yeah, and I didn't even, well, whatever. I don't do score runs, right? I pick up some money, but I definitely don't do score runs. But yeah, 26 for a non-score one probably means it was just hard. Docky says, gotta run. Nice job. Thanks, Docky. Thanks for witnessing this. This was super fun. I hope a lot of people get to watch this later because it was a wild run. Jaker McGee, I've been watching too much Nuclear Throne. It's got my Spelunky groove thrown off. Playing too much Nuclear Throne. Jaker McGee, if you can, so I have not managed to penetrate that weird outer shell where I'm like, okay, and now I'm hooked. It doesn't always happen to me, right? I have a hard time getting past that. This is my next game, right? That's why I've never gotten away from Spelunky. But that happens to me in other areas of life too, right? So it took me COVID and hardware synths to get into music because every time I tried to do it with like a MIDI controller and Ableton, nope. Right? And I've gone so far now that I actually just ordered an electric guitar so that I actually have something that I can like throw into that. And I'm looking at pedals for that too. So I like computers enough for video games. It turns out I can't do anything with computers longer than a couple of hours before I lose my mind. So I don't know. I'd have to, let's just say Spelunky 2 is going to be my next game. Or who knows, maybe Mr. Driller. Because I am like that YouTube link that Docky just pasted in the chat. I have that up on the other screen on silent, and I'm just watching it, and it looks pretty amazing. It looks pretty amazing. So I'm kind of excited to try that out. Oh, I got my first hat trick last week. Congratulations. Did you try? Okay, Jacob, last question before I have to actually wrap up pretty soon because I'm again 10 minutes late to my next meeting. Did you try the 4th day? Did you try the 4th day? Because that I did against my better knowledge and wisdom, and I beat it. So now I did the 4 in a row, and I don't think I can ever do that again, right? Because I remember being out for drinks with a bunch of people in New York City, including Bennett Foddy, and I was like celebrating it with them at the bar. And he's like, "Are you gonna play tomorrow?" I'm like, "I don't think so." And he's like, "Well." And then the next day when I went online, he saw it and he's like, "You said you wouldn't." I'm like, "I gotta try it." And then I did beat it the 4th day in a row. That's why, I mean, you know, I'm still I'm chasing that, and I should know better, right? I should know better. I'm gonna just because high scores. Wait, why don't I just go here? Sorry, I know typing is pretty hot, pretty loud. High scores. Boop, boop. Boop. Right. This is the proof, the undeniable mathematical proof that you cannot that your ability to improve on your own high score, even if you get better, the game drops exponentially. Right. So I should stop chasing that whale, I think. As should you, maybe, right? But also the game's great. Keep on playing. Okay, so I did the housekeeping issues. I'll just say, wow, I'm still totally flustered. Thank you everyone for watching. That was amazing. Spread the word that everyone should watch this because I think that was a super fun run, and maybe you'll get people hyped for Spelunky 2. I'm gonna sign off for now. I'm gonna wish everyone a healthy and safe weekend, long weekend. if you're anywhere close to where I am right now, stay at home for the weekend. We're gonna get like into the, at least here where I live in close to downtown LA, we're gonna get up to like the 110s in Fahrenheit, so it's gonna get stupidly hot. Have a wonderful day and a long weekend. Yeah, Ming, have a great weekend. I don't know what the weather's like over in your corner of the woods, but it's gonna get hot here, so we're gonna try to hunker down. Tobias says not better than having a kid, but better than sex and drugs. Yeah. This high is a little bit better than most highs I've been on otherwise, so this is pretty great. Have a wonderful week. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care of your friends and family. Do something good to yourself, as always, not only during COVID. And I will see you all here latest next Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.